My name is Born Lau, and I play the viola. I'm originally in Hong Kong, and currently I'm the principal violist of Shanghai Symphony Orchestra. I started teaching at the Shanghai Orchestra Academy in, I believe, end of August of 2018, and it's been a pleasure since. The city of Shanghai is really fun, very similar to my hometown of Hong Kong. It's very vibrant and it has a lot of life, and I've been really enjoying myself to explore the city by the Bund and some of the outskirts of Shanghai, some smaller places, less crowded, but has a lot of heritage. It has a lot of charm attached to it. So it's been a really fun journey. Well, as a viola player, in a symphony orchestra, we tend to play more of the medium voice. We're kind of in the middle of the texture, and a lot of the times we play the supporting role. But at the same time, there are some beautiful solo lines that the viola occasionally have, and we cherish all of them. I think the viola has a rather melancholic and dark sound, and I always feel like if the violin and cello ever decides to have a baby, it will look like the viola. Well, I started actually on the violin when I was around 6 or 7 years old, and when I was 11, my violin teacher had a viola sitting on the table, and I was so curious because it looked so big, and I tried to play on it, and it has the nicest sound and I could imagine, and for me it's a sound that fits me most. It's kind of more of a baritone sound compared to the treble or soprano sound of the violin. So I fell in love with the viola ever since, and and I never went back. Well, if I'm to talk about an unforgettable experience playing here, well, I remember this opportunity I had playing the Beethoven Ninth Symphony by Ludwig van Beethoven, and with the Shanghai Symphony, of course, but also with really an amazing Japanese choir and with Maestro Yulong. And I have to say it was really unforgettable because first of all, it's my first time playing the Ninth Symphony, but also I get to sit alongside the Shanghai Quartet, which is a world-class, incredible string quartet, and we were performing alongside them. And on top of that, the piece itself, for me, it transcends humanity, and it has such beauty, and it represents, it's one of the highlights, one of the pinnacle of Western civilization, in my point of view. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm looking for the next concert. I like to practice a lot the day of the concert because, well, first of all, I don't really have a fatigue problem or energy issues, and I like to warm up and play a lot the day of the concert. And then, of course, I prepare a week or two before the concert. My goal with all the students I teach, whether in Shanghai or in Hong Kong or anywhere in the world, is that first of all, they have to be a good human being, and then secondly, they have to be a good musician, and then they have to be a good viola player. So my priority with them is in that order, and it's important for me to know that whoever I train can go out in the world and make a positive impact for the music world. Well, I think the Shanghai Orchestra Academy is a really amazing opportunity for young people because they are actually given the opportunity to surround themselves with teachers such as the ones in the Shanghai Symphony Orchestra, but also from Berlin Philharmonic, New York Philharmonic, NDR Orchestra, and many others like that. So in a way, it's like a jackpot for young musicians. And I recall myself going to a music conservatory in US, such as Curtis or Coburn School, and they are very small in student body numbers. And it's kind of like a one-on-one in terms of student and faculty ratio. And to me, this seems very similar in Shanghai, in which every single student receive the most attention that they would ever want. It's a very hands-on, very one-on-one kind of approach, and it seems like they're having the time of their life. Well, the students that come out of the academy, they are given the skills, technical skills or musical skills to be successful, playing in probably any orchestra in China, but definitely, most likely in Asia or the rest of the world. They will be equipped with the right attitude to survive in this quite competitive musical world we're living in. Well, I think teaching is more like a collaboration in which you don't just give, but you also learn a lot from your other colleagues, from your students, and from just everyone surrounding you. In a sense, hopefully I learned as much from my students than they do with me. Yeah. I think the viola world today is a lot different than the viola world 20 years ago or 40 years ago, in which people nowadays, viola players nowadays, are equipped with enough horsepower to challenge, in a concerto setting, to challenge violinists or cellists or any bassists. The technical level is so high right now, to a point that it's breathtaking to listen to some of these performances by young players. And so I think to pick an instrument at a young age for a young musician, it's important that the instrument has a voice that they really love, because most likely you'll be stuck with it for another 60, 70 years of your life, in a good way. But so we have to love what we do to do what we love.